Hey everybody, welcome back to another Racked Up Adventure. I've got another first. Today we're going to unbox and review this Bergara sitting here. I have never had the chance to own a Bergara. I've never even shot a Bergara. I've definitely seen lots and lots of videos on them. I've seen the reviews. I don't think I've ever seen really anything bad, other than maybe that these rifles are a little heavy, that's been said about a Bergara. I was able to get this one. These rifles normally are just outside of the common man's price range. I try to keep $1,000 at my cap, common rifles for common men or common people. And this one retailed for about $11.50. But I did find it on clearance. I scour the internet looking at all the different places that you can buy rifles, looking for deals. For the most part, I'm only going to review rifles that are under $1,000. I was able to pick this one up for $8.95, so with tax and everything, this one came in under the $1,000 mark. We're going to unbox this. We're going to go through it. I'll talk about the highlights, the things I like. I actually had this out, took a sneak peek at it, and then put it back together, or put it back in the box so that we could do the unboxing together. Let's quit wasting time. I'll quit gabbing, and let's get to looking at this rifle. All right, here's the bolt. Looks like a pretty standard bolt. It is not fluted. It is a 2-lug bolt. Comes with a mag. In this particular caliber, this mag holds 5. It is the plastic or the composite material magazine. And then here we have the rifle. And there you have it, folks. This is the Bergara B14 HMR rifle. HMR stands for Hunting Match Rifle. I had to actually look that up. I didn't know what that meant. But so this is the Bergara HMR Hunting Match Rifle. It's a combination rifle. It's got the more match style stock, and but it is a hunting rifle as well. This has a heavy contour barrel on it. It is threaded, 5/8 by 24 on the threads. It's got a 22-inch barrel on it, and this barrel has a dark graphite Cerakoting. So that's not a blued barrel, that's actually a dark graphite Cerakoted barrel. This is a composite stock. It comes with the dual swivel lugs on the front, as well as the AR style swivel adapter. For the life of me, my brain just went dead. I can't remember what you actually call that, but it's got the AR swivel style. And then on the back, it's got the adjustable comb. You flip it around to this side. The comb is adjustable. The AR style swivels are on both sides of the rifle. So you can put your sling on either side of the rifle if you want to use those. And then it has the single swivel stud in the back. It does come with spacers. Right now, all the spacers are in it. That's the way it ships. But this will go to 14 inches of length of pull, or you can take this down and shorten your length of pull by a little more than 1 inch, it looks like there. So it does have the spacers, the adjustable comb. It's got a tan with, it looks like, dark brown or black specks in the stock. It's got texturing around the Around the grip, it does have the more upright grip. Texturing on the forend. It's got the wide base, which is more of your match style base, but it's got the wide base. I actually like that. I've got several of these type of rifles. If you guys remember, both of my 270 and my 300 Winchester short mags both have this style stock on it. The more match style stock, and those are Winchester XPRs. But anyhow, it does have a 2-position safety. Let's put this bolt in there. Bolt release is on the side on this one. Two-position safety. Magazine release is here. So that's what it looks like fully assembled. Not a bad looking rifle. It is heavy. This weighs, I think it's 9.8 pounds, so this is almost a 10-pound rifle. A real heavy rifle. I would not take this rifle if you were stalk hunting or going out on an out west mule deer or elk trip. This gun would just weigh you down after a while. This gun right here, or this rifle right here, I would liken to more of a whitetail blind rifle, or someplace that you're going to go and you're not going to have to do a lot of walking with it. But a very nice looking rifle. Bergara B14 HMR. And as you all are probably wondering, this particular one is chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. So, like I said, I got this on a clearance deal. I had to take the caliber that I could get it. I've wanted to do a Bergara for a long time. So here we have it, 6.5 Creedmoor Bergara HMR. Now I'm going to get this set up and I'm going to put a scope on it. I am going to scope this up with I've had this scope on the shelf for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out and use it. This is not a new scope, but it's a really nice scope. This here is a Mueller. This is a 4x16 by 50. It is illuminated, so it's got the illuminated reticles in it. It is second focal plane. Actually, I lied to you. This is a first focal plane scope, but it's the Mueller Sport Dot. The parallax on this one is up here on the exit end of the scope instead of on the side. So this is one of your little older variety, but it does have parallax. 4x16 by 50, and this is the Sport Dot by Mueller. That's what's going to go on this rifle. I kind of went with this scope because I'm going to try to take this one out long range. I have a place now that I can get out to 500 yards that I've been invited to come out and check out. So I'm going to go check them out, and if all works out, I'll be taking some of these rigs out to 500 yards at the range. But stay tuned for that. All right, I'm going to get this all set up, get this box out of the way. This also did come with the Bergara paperwork, the warranty registration card, the manual, all that stuff is with it. I'm going to use a Tally pick rail. This is basically a Remington 700 clone. So it uses the Remington 700 pick rail. So I got a Tally pick rail. And I'm going to try some of these Monstrum 1-inch rings. They're pretty beefy rings. I picked these up on Amazon. I wanted to give them a try, so I'm gonna see how it looks with these Monstrum 1-inch rings. So let me get this all set up and get the scope mounted. You guys have seen the way I do my scope mounting with my levels and everything. I'm not going to take that through a full scope mounting process. I'm going to go ahead and get the scope mounted on it, Then I'm going to get it set up to where we can take a good look at it. And then I'm going to go through some of the other promo material from the Bergara website. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, folks. We've got the scope mounted. Again, this is the Mueller 4x16x50. I used my Wheeler fat wrench to torque my pick rail down. Those recommended torques for that was 20 foot-pound or 20 inch-pounds. So I torqued those all to 20 inch-pounds. I put a dab of the purple thread locker on each one of those. Tighten those down. Then I took my rings, put my ring bases on. These were recommended at 30 pounds, 30 foot-pounds, or 30 inch-pounds. So I tightened these. I put, again, a dab of thread locker on each one of these four. Tighten them down to the prescribed torque. And then I put the scope down. Made sure that the eye relief was good. One thing I do want to remind everybody, and one of the viewers actually saw me on one of my previous videos and he questioned me on this, and I thought it was a good thing to bring out. When you're using a torque wrench that specifically puts the screws down to a specific torque, you don't ever want to use these to take things off. When you go reverse on these, it kind of messes up the mechanism inside, and then you could be off on your torques. So when you're using your Wheeler fat wrench, tighten everything down with it. When you're taking things off, just go ahead and grab a regular Allen key and break it loose and spin it off with your regular Allen style key. That keeps you from messing up a good piece of equipment. Thank you to the viewer that pointed that out. Then I took my packet of levels, put my levels on here, made sure my scope was level, popped the caps on it, and then torqued those down to, those were 18 inch-pounds as well. Did not put thread locker on your scope rings. That's bad. You don't ever want to do that. Your rings are supposed to be dry set. The lubricity of the thread locker could mess up your initial torque and they could loosen on you. And you not get the correct torque that you need. So dry, put in the actual ring caps, do that dry to your recommended torque, and then let it go. Those joints were designed to be at that torque dry. So there you got it. There's the Mueller 4x16x50. I'm going to move this camera around and we'll go over the last few details. All right, folks. Scope's mounted, everything's good to go. Everything's been checked. I checked my torques for the entire rifle. The only thing that I'm going to do after this video, before I take it out, is I will swab this barrel down, give it a good cleaning. After the Savage, I got to thinking, and after talking with a couple people that I'm pretty confident in the information they give me with, is that I'm going to go ahead and start giving a good clean to these barrels and chambers before I put them out on the range. That gives me an assurance that I'm going in with an actual clean barrel and I don't have any factory packing grease or anything like that inside there. So after I'm done with this video, I'll go through the cleaning process and then I'll get it ready for the range. So let's go over some of the promo material now. It's got a number 6 contoured 4140 chromoly steel Bergara barrel. So that's Bergara's breakdown of what their barrel consistency is consistent of. It's got a 2-lug chamber system, which we looked at when we had the bolt out of it. It is a 2-lug bolt. It's got the Sacco style extractor on it, drilled and tapped for 700 style rings, which we went over as well. So we went over the stock earlier. It's got the QD cups for the QD style sling swivel. It's got the vertical pistol grip to accommodate good hand positioning when you're shooting. It's got the free floated barrel. We talked about the threaded muzzle. It's got the 5 shell capacity magazine. It's got the molded stock with the integrated mini chassis. Adjustable length of pull, which we talked about. and it's all Remington 700 clone. So the trigger on these comes in, according to the website, factory preset at 3 pounds, and they are fully adjustable. All right, I had to cut into the video. I was started to do my trigger assessment on this rifle, and my wheeler gauge started acting up. I had changed the batteries, but I got it working now. So we're going to start over with the trigger. The trigger is set according to the promo material from the factory at 3 pounds. I checked that trigger. I don't believe that that trigger is 3 pounds. That trigger feels more like about 1.5 pounds or a 2 pound trigger. So we're going to go ahead and put the wheeler gauge on it, and I'm going to do a couple pulls on it, and we're going to see if the trigger is actually that. First thing we do is check and make sure that the chamber's empty. It is. We'll check this trigger. 1 pound, 8 ounces. Two pounds, 1 ounces. One pound, 15 ounces. So it looks like it's got just a little bit under a 2 pound trigger. 1.8, 1.15, and one came in at 2 pounds. So Bergara says they ship them at 3 pounds. This one here, we just checked it. This is about a 2 pound trigger. Okay, there you have it. We went over the rifle, we went over the stock, we went over the barrel, action, the Mueller scope, the adjustable comb, the adjustable length of pull, 5-round detachable magazine. Just a very good looking rifle. It's just under 10 pounds. I think it said 9.6 pounds. So it is a heavy rifle. Let's go over what ammo we're going to be putting through it. So I've got 9 types of ammo. We're going to go with some 140 Federal Power Shock, the blue box. I've got some 140 grain Remington Core Locked. I got some 130 grain Sig Sauer Elite Hunter. In my 30-06, this thing was going well over 3,000 feet per second, that Sig Elite Hunter, so it was screaming fast. I'm anxious to check it in another caliber. Then I've got Remington Core Lock tipped, and that is in 129 grain. Hornady American Whitetail, another 129 grain. Hornady Precision Hunter, this is going to be the heaviest one at 143 grains. I got a box of the new Barnes Harvest. This is 140 grain. A lot of people has been clamoring that I don't use enough Federal Fusion. So here's your video. I got some 140 grain Federal Fusion. And last but not least, I got some 125 grain, which looks like that's going to be the lightest. Yeah, this is the lightest round that I'm going to shoot in this ammo test, and that's the Deer Season XP. So 9 types of ammo, a gorgeous rifle. Let's hope it shoots as good as it looks. With that, I'd like to ask everybody to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we put some information out there that everybody likes or everybody can use. We've been getting great feedback from the viewers. The channel's growing. I couldn't be happier. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend. All that's appreciated. We love to get the support of the channel. Throw some comments in the comment section. Tell me if you've got Bergaras. Tell me what you think about a Bergara. Tell me what you think which ammo you think is going to be the best. It's going to group the best. Which one do you think is going to be the fastest? If I was going to guess right now, I would say the SIG Elite Hunter will be the fastest. And I will say that I think I'm going to get the best groups out of the Barnes Harvest. Out of these types of ammo, it's either going to be the Barnes Harvest or maybe that Federal Power Shock I get the best groups from. But either way, we're going to put it through the test and we're going to find out. Stay safe, everybody, until we meet again on our next Racked Up Adventure.